Many have heard of Marco Polo, but few know of Ibn Battuta, a man who traveled 5 times farther, yet remains a shadow in history. Imagine setting out on a journey, expecting to be gone for a few months, only to return 24 years later. This was the fate of Ibn Battuta, a young scholar from Morocco whose simple pilgrimage to Mecca became the greatest voyage of the medieval world. Stay with me as I reveal the story of Ibn Battuta, the greatest explorer you've never heard of. In the year 1325, a young scholar named Ibn Battuta stood at the edge of Tangier, Morocco, gazing across the Mediterranean. At just 21 years old, he was about to embark on what he thought would be a simple pilgrimage to Mecca. He could not have known that he wouldn't return home for nearly a quarter century. As Ibn Battuta embraced his parents for the last time, though none of them realized it would be their final farewell, he carried only modest provisions and an immodest amount of curiosity about the world beyond Morocco's shores. His journey across North Africa tested his resolve immediately. Near Tripoli, bandits descended upon his caravan. As arrows flew and men scattered, Ibn Battuta narrowly escaped with his life, but found himself alone in a foreign land. It was the first of many times death would brush close to our traveler. In Alexandria, Egypt, scholars welcomed this bright young Moroccan, offering him knowledge and connections that would serve him throughout his journey. But it was in Mecca, completing his first Hajj in 1326, that Ibn Battuta's life changed forever. Listening to pilgrims' tales of distant lands, something awakened within him.
I set out alone,
He would later write,
having neither fellow traveller nor caravan whose company I might join, but swayed by an overmastering impulse and a desire long cherished in my bosom to visit these illustrious sanctuaries.
With these words, Ibn Battuta committed himself to a path few had ever dared to tread. If you're enjoying this journey so far, don't forget to like and share this video. Your support helps us share these incredible stories with a global audience. Now back to the show. Fortune favored the bold traveler. In Delhi, Ibn Battuta's knowledge of Islamic law caught the attention of Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq, who appointed him chief judge. Suddenly, the humble pilgrim found himself draped in fine silks, commanding respect in one of the world's richest courts. But the Sultan's favor was as dangerous as his wrath was swift. When court intrigues turned against him, Ibn Battuta fled under cover of darkness, escaping almost certain execution. He would later claim the Sultan had ordered him to be thrown from the walls to the elephants below. Disaster struck off the coast of Calicut when a violent storm shattered his ship. As the vessel splintered around him, Ibn Battuta clung to a wooden plank, watching as the Sultan's gifts, treasures meant to impress the Emperor of China, sank into the depths. He reached shore with nothing but the clothes on his back, forced to reinvent himself once again. The Maldives offered unexpected opportunity. Despite planning to stay just days, Ibn Battuta remained 9 months, serving as a judge and marrying into nobility. Yet here too, his reforms made enemies, and once again our traveler fled in the night. China's grandeur astounded even this well-traveled explorer. He marveled at ships like mountains with 4 decks and private cabins, technologies unseen in the West. Yet Ibn Battuta remained apart, living with Muslim communities and maintaining his customs in this strange land. The journey across the Sahara tested Ibn Battuta as no other passage had. For days, the caravan pressed through seas of sand under a merciless sun. Men and camels collapsed around him, but somehow he endured. In Mali, Ibn Battuta stood before Mansa Sulayman, ruler of an empire wealthy beyond imagination. In Timbuktu, he witnessed scholars teaching under shaded trees, their students writing upon wooden tablets. Their justice is exemplary, he noted, though he criticized customs he found contrary to his beliefs, a recurring theme in his writings. If you're enjoying this video and want to support the channel, consider shopping through our affiliate links in the description. It won't cost you anything extra, but it helps us cover the costs of creating more great content for you. Thank you. In 1349, After traveling more than 75,000 miles through territories that today comprise over 40 countries, Ibn Battuta returned to Morocco. 24 years had passed. His parents were long dead, and in his hometown, he was remembered as a ghost, a man long assumed lost to the perils of distant lands. Sultan Abu Inan Faris recognized the value of Ibn Battuta's extraordinary experiences and commanded that his adventures be recorded. Working with the scholar Ibn Juzai, Ibn Battuta dictated his memories, perhaps embellishing where facts had faded and emphasizing his own heroism as any good storyteller might. His account, known as the Rihla or Journey, spans territories from Mali to China, from Russia to the Maldives, where Marco Polo, celebrated in Western histories, had traveled 15,000 miles. Ibn Battuta had journeyed 5 times that distance. Yet until recently, his name remained largely unknown outside the Muslim world. Today, scholars continue to trace his footsteps, confirming through archaeology and historical records that this medieval Muslim traveler indeed witnessed the breadth of the known world in an age when most people never ventured beyond their village. In his final years, Ibn Battuta reflected,
"I have indeed, praise be to Allah, attained my desire in this world, which was to travel through the earth, and I have attained this honor which no ordinary person has attained."
8 centuries later, his words echo across time. While princes and sultans of his era are forgotten, the name of Ibn Battuta endures, a testament to curiosity, courage, and the human desire to witness the endless wonders of our world. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Next week's topic is top secret, but subscribing is your all-access pass to the reveal. Until next time, keep up the adventures, keep discovering and exploring our amazing world. And I will see you, and yes, I do mean you, in the next video.